and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to create deals in Pipedrive from Google Form submission. So here I've created an inquiry form using Google Forms, and here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Google Forms, then automatically using the details, a new person should be created in my Pipedrive account. And after creating a person, automatically it should create a new deal in my Pipedrive as well. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Forms with my Pipedrive twice using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here on my screen you can see my Pipedrive account, and here basically my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through my Google Forms, then automatically using the details, a new deal for the same should be created in my Pipedrive account like this. Alright, so here you can see the form that I've already created with the name, contact information, and these are the fields. Alright, so now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Forms with my Pipedrive account using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this amazing automation by simply making a form submission here. So now here to make a form submission, let me all take you to my form. Alright, so this is my form, and here you can see the fields. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as demo, last name as user. Here for the email address, I'm going to enter the email address as demo@pabblytudes.com. And here for the phone number, we are going to enter a random phone number. Alright, so I've successfully added the details, and then I'm going to click on the submit given over here. And it says we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Pipedrive account. Here we need to wait for some seconds. And here you can see we have successfully received a new deal over here with the name followed with the demo user. Alright, so with this we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your Google Forms with your Pipedrive account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, but here before moving forward, let me all tell you about the Pabbly community. So this is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners, and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share workflows, and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges. It is an active and supportive space to learn and grow together. And now you can find the link to join the Pabbly community in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, so this was all about Pabbly community. Now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect's homepage. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and here you can see two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on the sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. So you can see one software with so many useful applications. So in this video, we are going to integrate our different applications, and for that we are going to use Pabbly Connect by clicking on this axis now. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. So here you can see two options. One is new beta and the other one is classic. So basically beta version is modern, faster and more flexible, whereas classic one is stable and the familiar approach. So in this video, we are going to use this newly launched feature, that is beta version, by clicking on this select button given over here. And then a create workflow dialog box is going to appear in front of you. So I'm going to give the name as create deals in Pipedrive from Google Form submission. And now here after giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, we are going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here let me tell you that there are two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards that trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up our trigger. So I'm going to click on this add trigger button, and here as you all know that I am receiving new form submission through my Google Forms. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Forms over here. So I'm going to search for Google Forms. So I'm going to select the Google Forms, and then here for the app event, I'm going to select the app event as new response received. Then we are going to click on this connect, and here you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Forms account. So this is the Google form that I've already created with the name, contact information, and these are the fields such as first name, last name, email, and the phone number. So now here after selecting the fields, I'm going to click on this responses, and here I want to add all these responses at a single place, that is Google Sheet, to organize my entire data. So now for that, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this Google form with Google Sheet first, and for that I'm going to click on this link to sheets option given over here. Then we are going to create a new spreadsheet. And here you can see we have successfully created a new spreadsheet over here where we have received all the fields that I've added over here in my Google Forms. So now you have to build this connection. We are going to test this connection by simply making a Google Form submission. So I'm going to click on this copy responder link. Then I'm going to copy the link, and then I'm going to open it in a new tab. Alright, so this is our form, and now here I'm going to enter some dummy details and make a form submission. So for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com, and here for the phone number, I'm going to enter a random phone number. And then here I'm going to click on the submit, and here you can see we have successfully made a form submission over here. So let's go and check our Google Sheets, and here you can see we have successfully received a response over here. That means we have successfully built a connection between our Google Forms and our Google Sheets. So now here after building the connection, we are going to test this connection. So now here after building this connection, what we are going to do is that we are going to build a connection between our Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect in order to capture all the response in Pabbly Connect. So now for that, what you need to do is that you need to install an add-on on your Google Sheets account first, and for that you need to click on this extensions, and here under extensions you need to select add-ons. Now here under this add-ons you need to select get add-ons. Then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace you have to search for an add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and then you need to install this particular add-on on your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account, so I'm going to move back, and once you're going to install this add-on, you need to follow exactly the same steps. Alright, so now here after installing the add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now here after refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and then you'll be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here, you need to select initial setup. Now here under this initial setup, it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And now here after entering the webhook URL, it is asking for the trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So you can see in my Google Sheet, my last data column is column E. So I'm going to enter my trigger column as column E, and then I'm going to click on the submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets. That means we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So now here after building the connection, we are going to test this connection by clicking on the send test button given over here. And it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to this webhook URL. That means to our Pabbly's workflow. So now let's go and check it. But here before moving back to our Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that, we are going to click on this extensions, and from here we are going to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now here we are going to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on automatically, similarly, whenever you're going to receive new response in our Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so let's go and check it. And here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. Alright, so let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here as well, where we have received all the details such as row index. You can see the phone number, last name, first name, and the email address of our lead. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received new form submission through our Google Forms, then automatically I want to create a deal in my Pipedrive account for the same. But now here, before creating a deal, what I need to do is that I need to create a person in my Pipedrive account for the same. So for that, I'm going to add an action step over here, and here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Pipedrive. So this is the application, and here I'm going to select the app event as create a person. Then I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Pipedrive account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the API token. So following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Pipedrive account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given on the top right corner. And now from here I'm going to select personal preferences, and here you can see the option of API. So I'm going to select that, then I'm going to copy the API key given over here, and now here let me take you back to Pabbly's workflow. Here I'm going to paste the API token, and then I'm going to click on the save. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here's asking me for the name. So here instead of entering the name manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that when you're going to receive new response for Google Forms, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the name, I'm going to map my lead's name. So this is the first name, then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to map the last name. Let's move forward. Here for the label, I'm going to select hot lead. You can select the label as per your need. Here this second label field is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the phone number, I'm going to map the phone number. So this is my lead's phone number. Here I'm going to map the email address of my lead. Moving forward, here these fields are not required fields, so I'm going to leave all of them blank. Here for the visible to, I'm going to select item owner. Here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name again, and lastly I'm going to map the last name again. Alright, so this is the last name, and now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new person in our Pipedrive account. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to move to the contacts, and here under contacts you can see we have successfully created a new person with the name test user, and here you can see the details. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now here after creating a person, we are going to create a new deal for the same. So for that, I'm going to add another action step over here. Again, here I'm going to select my action application as Pipedrive, and my app event as create a deal. Then we are going to click on this connect. This time to build this connection, I'm going to click on the select existing connection, as I've already connected my Pipedrive account with Pabbly Connect in my previous action step. So I'm going to build existing connection, and then I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here's asking me for a title. So I'm going to enter the title as follow up with, and then here I'm going to map the lead's name. So I'm going to map the first name first, then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to map the last name. So this is the title that says follow up with the lead's name, that is test user. Alright, let's move forward. Here this creation date is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here I'm going to select the status as open. Here you can see the pipeline ID that has been updated automatically. Here you can modify the stage as well. I'm going to select qualified only. Here you can see the owner ID, organization, and now here it's asking for the person ID. So I'm going to map the person ID that I've received in my previous action step. So this is the person ID, so I'm going to map it over here, and then here is asking me for the probability. So here you can add the probability percentage from 0 to 100. So I'm going to enter the percentage as 100. Let's move forward. Here these values not required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the currency, I'm going to select my country's currency, that is Indian rupee. You can select it as per your need. Also it is not a required field, so you can leave it blank. Alright, so now here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have successfully received a response over here. That means we have successfully created a new deal in our Pipedrive account. So let's go and check it. Here I'm going to move to the deals, and here you can see we have successfully created a new deal over here with the name follow with the test user. So with this, we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as Google Forms and our action as Pipedrive twice, so that when you're going to receive new response, that means a new form submission through our Google Forms, then automatically using a detail, then automatically using the details, it is going to create a new person in my Pipedrive account first, and after creating a person, automatically it is going to create a new deal for the same in my Pipedrive account. Alright, so these were the steps to how to create deals in Pipedrive from Google Form submissions. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. That's all for this video. I hope you liked the video, and now if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more automation tutorials. And if you have any doubts, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.